This is Stuff You Like. I'm Jill Bearup, and the 9th of April is ASMR Day, which is not even weird to me anymore because ASMR has kind of conquered the internet in a generally polite and always softly spoken kind of way. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I might raise my voice to a normal conversational tone, and that just would not be cricket. Two other important things have come to my attention. First, that ASMR is no longer a niche thing on YouTube, it's basically mainstream. A load of people at VidCon I spoke to have heard of it or use it, even if they don't experience it. And second, that apparently some of my videos are quite popular for people to fall asleep to. I'm not sure whether or not to take that as a compliment, to be honest, but I think I will take it in the spirit in which it was intended. But what is ASMR, Jill? I hear you say, very softly, because we don't do shouting in this genre. Well, ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, and now most of you are probably thinking, what's an Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response when it's at home? Basically, as near as I can tell, it's like having really pleasant pins and needles in your head, spine, or body all over. And I didn't think I'd ever actually experienced it. I've certainly never experienced it from an ASMR video, but actually I have experienced it in other parts of my life because I get it from music. So, for example, if I listen to the soundtrack of The Greatest Showman, there are several bits which literally send kind of tingles up my spine into my head, and it's very pleasant. I also find that Disney music and religious music do it as well quite often, but apparently the triggers for ASMR are different for everyone who experiences it, and not everybody does. That said, even if you don't experience ASMR, the videos have become really, really popular just because they're super relaxing. As a niche, it has exploded in recent years to the point that they invited Maria from Gentle Whispering to Anaheim to be a featured creator, I think, in 2018, and that was kind of a big deal. Not that it necessarily should be a big deal because she has several million subscribers, but it's gone from being a really weird niche thing to so big a niche that it's actually fragmenting into its own little sub niches. Niches getting big enough to fragment into their own sub niches is something that Alex, the low spec gamer, talked about at VidCon, and I think is quite pertinent to ASMR, particularly because of its relatively recent runaway success. The actual reasons for its success on YouTube I will get back to in a minute, but I think they mainly have to do with the YouTube algorithm. Many things do. And I think it's a good thing that it's kind of fragmenting into sub-niches because I'm really picky about the videos I watch at the best of times, so I don't really want an ASMR video where someone pretends to be my girlfriend or pretends that Harley Quinn is kidnapping me, both of which are apparently very popular and are probably why young pretty women do particularly well in the ASMR genre. I mean, young pretty women tend to do reasonably well on YouTube anyway, but not in every sector. That being said, beauty and ASMR are apparently quite good fits. What I like in an ASMR video, apparently, is people being salty about Essex in a video about vampire spray tanning. Look, I don't really know either, but it did genuinely make me laugh. Yes, let's throw some shade on Essex during this random fantasy-related ASMR video. Excellent. So basically, this is a very softly spoken video in which we're going to try and explain the popularity of ASMR as seen through the lens of the YouTube algorithm. The thing about the YouTube algorithm is it prioritizes well, a fair number of things, but it prioritizes watch time overall. Basically, it's like a drug dealer and it wants you to stay on the platform for as long as possible. It isn't particularly worried about what it is you're watching, it just wants you to stay there. And so among the things it likes are watch time, which is a really big one, but also session starts. So it really likes the video that got you to start your watching session on YouTube. And both of those things lend themselves really well to ASMR being really popular on YouTube, because if you want to go to sleep and you're very stressed and you like listening to this kind of video to help you go to sleep, then you're going to go to YouTube specifically to start an ASMR video, and so that video gets bumped up a little bit in the rankings. And then once you're listening to it, you don't turn it off, you just keep listening to it to the end. And that's how you end up with things like 10 hours of storm noise or whatever, or 2 hours of somebody brushing a microphone with their makeup brushes, or whatever. If you have autoplay and you fall asleep, then YouTube will just keep showing you videos until you either wake up and turn your phone off, or until you wake up in the morning. So that's a really long session, and YouTube can't tell that you're asleep through most of it, so it thinks that's really quite good. And because of that, the algorithm then thinks, aha, these videos are popular, and shoves them out to a bunch of other people who might never have heard of ASMR, who might not really know what that is. And then the videos get more traffic and it becomes more popular, and then people start writing about the phenomenon of it, which drives more people to the videos, and then people who aren't ASMR YouTubers, like me for example, make videos on the phenomenon, and that drives more traffic to ASMR videos, and it becomes more popular as a search term, and on it goes. Plus, if you are an ASMR YouTuber, then brand deals are a thing that you might be able to do, because while advertising can be a bit iffy given the volume differentials, people like ASMR videos. They make them feel good and relaxed and generally positive about life, and advertisers like videos which make the people they want to buy their stuff feel good. So you see where I'm kind of going here? Especially if you can get an ASMR YouTuber to do a sponsored video and everyone likes the sponsored video, people tend to listen to ASMR videos over and over and over again, by which I mean they tend to listen to the same ASMR video every night before they go to sleep, or they might just listen to the same one several times in a row. Both of these things happen. And so if you are an advertiser and you've got your sponsored video and it's a really good sponsored video and a lot of people like it, they will be listening effectively to your advert over and over and over again. And you've only had to have that one upfront cost of paying your ASMR YouTuber to make this video. No matter how much you like, say, my Star Wars content, you're not going to come and listen to me every night before you go to sleep, but if you're an ASMR YouTuber, you can get people coming back and back and back again every day, just because it's a comforting, familiar thing that helps them to relax and go to sleep. Basically, because of this switch to watch time as the be-all and end-all for the YouTube algorithm, 40-minute ASMR videos of mermaids brushing their hair and pretending to sell you cutlery, which I might just have made up, but it is ASMR, so I don't know, have gotten really popular. I mean, they're still considered pretty weird in most places, but they've gone from totally weird, now that you've explained what it is to me, to totally weird, but I know what it is, and I understand that it's very popular with the kids nowadays. And now you know. And so for the rest of this video, I'm just going to trail off artistically, because I don't know what YouTube has decided you want to watch next, and it might be a bit of a hard transition. Yeah, gotta love that YouTube algorithm, right? Hope you enjoyed this video and that it was interesting or relaxing or both. Leave a comment if you are still awake and tell me what you think of ASMR and if you experience it. And I hope to see you all next time.